Hello everyone! The year is almost out, so it's time to make the best and worst games of the year lists. We've played many games this year on stream, and I'll be using the VODs because I don't have actual recordings of the games, but unfortunately there were only enough games for a top 5, whereas more than enough for a bottom 20. First, we have a honorable mention, Pentiment, a lovely game where you play as a struggling artist in a medieval setting, with a beautiful storybook aesthetic, going around interacting with many different and quirky NPCs through multiple quest lines and with many possible paths to take. I very much enjoyed my time with this game, however I only had time to play a little bit of it, otherwise it would have made the actual list, so instead it gets this year's honorable mention. The first entry on the list is Buccaneers, a simplistic looking yet very fun pirating and ship combat game that reminded me a lot of Sid Meier's Pirates and even Cutthroat in some ways, two games I absolutely have loved for almost 2 decades by now. In this game, you manage your boat and crew, you plan your route and then set sail, choosing to either try and sneak around any possible enemy vessels or attacking head on for any loot they have, or even going after towns and forts. The game can feel a bit clunky at times and the storyline is very basic, but it's definitely enjoyable. Next up, we have a puzzle platforming game I picked up on a complete whim, but I actually ended up getting very into, so much so we fully finished it in just one go during a stream. At first glance, it is just a generic anime character game, but the game itself is genuinely entertaining, with very solid platforming and really neat puzzles, even if it was a bit lenient in its difficulty. The main character looks adorable like you'd expect from an anime dragon girl, and the game offers you the ability to unlock tons of different customization options for her simply by playing through and collecting hidden stuff around all the levels. My only gripe with the game is that it lasts very shortly. Third spot goes to Trail Out, a distraction racing game where almost everything can be demolished and destroyed, be it terrain, opponents, or even you. Another game I picked up on a complete whim and very much enjoyed. It gave the same vibes as old Burnout games on the PlayStation 2, while also offering decent customization and progression with solid amount of game or race modes, great visuals and effects, and was fairly responsive compared to other racing games of its type. Car selection menus can use a bit of work since it's too easy to accidentally enter a race with the wrong car, and it was a bit prone to crashes on stream, but worked fine off stream. In the penultimate spot, we have Priest Simulator, a game so random and most certainly unique that it makes even games like High on Life look tamer than children's games. Whoever made this was most definitely high on something, and I absolutely love that. Voice acting is so bad it's genuinely good. The characters are hilarious and the gameplay itself is extremely fun, even reminding me of games like Yexen that I grew up with. This game isn't meant to be taken seriously, of course, it's just there to have a good time at how weird it all is. You play as a guy from hell who 1 second might be fighting a giant demon, while the other he's just recruiting people to a religion and hunting heretics. There's good variety in the powers you get and the different ways they let you approach fights, while also having different upgrades to go through. All in all, definitely worth the second place for the year. Best game of the year goes to Stray. Hands down, nothing to say here, go play it now. It's straight up amazing and on game this year I didn't find a single flaw with. Absolutely breathtaking visuals, amazing gameplay, and even hidden things to collect. All in a complete package without any industry BS. I did have some games that could have maybe been added in low spots for a top 10 rather than top 5. However, the gap of enjoyment I had between playing them and the ones I chose was just too big, since most of them hit somewhere around solid but not extraordinary, so just not enough to keep me hooked at on. Games like Playable Mockup or Postal Brain Damage, or games that had some flaws like Gedonia with its constant crashing issues. I won't actually be making a worst games of the year list, even if I did say I probably will, but that is simply because there are way too many games to actually choose out of because they are all terrible games. But we have from really clunky and broken games to just games where the developer just screwed everyone over, like really another True, where the developer just decided to remove the game from Steam and also remove everyone's keys, taking all their money without any refunds, and the game absolutely sucks. So with that said, thanks everyone for watching. I hope everyone enjoyed the video and feel free to subscribe, like, because the YouTube algorithm is kinda terrible, but also check out my Twitch channel because that's where I stream everything. I usually try to go live at least once a day. Generally, I only manage 3 or 4 days a week, however. But for 2022, I do want to upload a lot more on YouTube. I do have some older stuff I will be uploading alongside this video that I have been meaning to upload for a full year now, but will once again try and make more videos on here as well as stream. So hopefully the next year goes well and I can keep to a proper upload and streaming schedule for just 1 week, if not a full year.